Hello everybody, this is Ballistic, and I'm going to show you how to set up a force field on Tekkit. Now, a few people know how to, but there is always a handful that don't understand. So, I'm going to try and explain the best I can on how to set it up properly. So, my cozy home, and I think I could add a little extra protection, so I'm going to add a force field. Now, I think the best place I can put it at the moment is right there. I mean, I was planning on putting it on top, but for now I'm going to make it over there for this tutorial. So, what you're going to need is you're going to need some wire to carry your power. This is Forcefield is from Industrial Craft, so that explains these wires, glass fiber cable. You'll need a power source, a power holding thing, like can't find the word, power storage device, and you will need your Forcefield core, Forcefield EU injector, and your MFFS area projector. Now right here in your too many items, I think it is, you can click right here and you could type Forcefield force. Now to look up the recipe you can hit R, but make sure that you're not still typing, because if I was to hit R now, it'd type it in. So you gotta click out of it or hit enter, and then you could look up the recipe like that. Yeah, so okay, so you will need these items. Okay, so basically it's night right now, so I'm not gonna get, oh god. Okay, so what you want to start off doing is you want to put your power source and connect it to your storage. Right now I have an MFSU. You can pretty much use anything. You could use MFE or BatBox. I like to use an MFSU because number one, you don't have to add any transformers if you're using high voltage power or not, and then also it could store a lot of EU, which is power. Well, whoops. I'm gonna set it to none, so it'll start filling up. There we go. Okay, then you will want your output, which is this right there. Right now, if you're wondering, I'm using the Spax texture pack. That is why it might look a little different. I know lots of people use the default, but right now I'm using the Spax. So basically, if you use the default, you should probably know. So basically, you want the output facing the Forcefield EU injector. Okay. Then you will want the Forcefield core right above that. And then right above the Forcefield core, you will want the MFFS area projector. Alright, so that's hooked up. Okay, then, now, ooh, I think I might have forgotten. I forgot it. So, what you will need is you will need a blank MFFS card. So, and what to link these up right now, if I was to put a lever, which you need like a redstone pulse or something like that to activate it, if you were to put a lever right here, it'd put on, but it wouldn't connect to the projector, so it wouldn't work. So what you need to do is you need to make a blank MFFS card. You got to put it here in the frequency card, so it'll change color, as you can see, and then you gotta put it up here, and you gotta keep it in here, so it transmits like the power and everything to here, and then also when you switch this on, as you can see, it's the force field. Alright, but you always need a power source to keep it running, okay? And only when it's on, then it'll start gaining power. And then also the thing I like about having a big power source is that if right now I'm using a solar panel, HV solar panel, high voltage. If it comes night and I leave my force field on, I won't be able, it might run out of power. So during the day, this will charge up and it'll have 10 million power to power this. So it should be enough, I'm assuming. Yes. Now examples are, it's indestructible. Like an example is red router tools. It's indestructible, can't break it. All right. Now the other thing is, if you go into creative, oh, didn't go. Oh, if you go into creative, you can't break it. So virtually indestructible. I think the only way to get into it would have to be mods such as world edit to either remove it or use the compass to get inside it. So yes. So I say is that if you have your force field inside your house or whatever, and you go and you like somehow maybe you die inside, or you manage to get outside the house and the force field's still on, you can't get back in, I recommend you connect it to maybe like a wireless redstone receiver and have a remote, turn it on and off. So this is basically the way you set up a force field. You could change it from a cube to a sphere. You could increase how big it is. So right now it's 4, now it's 25. So it's huge. As you can see, basically does cover all my house, everything around it. It's huge. Yeah. So that is the force field properly way to set up. Now I'm going to show you another way you could set it up. A bit more complicated, but it'll never run out of power. Okay, so this is another way you can set up a force field. Alright, so same thing. I have the force field here. I have a bat box instead of an MFSU, and I have a generator. So what I did was I used EE, equivalent exchange, to help me with this. So this is a energy collector. This is an energy condenser. So the energy collector makes EMC out of light and puts it into the energy condenser, and it's making coal. Then I'm sucking it out with a transformer from red power into a generator. Okay, and the generator is producing power and putting it into the bat box, and from the bat box it'll put it here, and so see it's on at the moment, and as you can see it's draining power. I believe with this setup it drains power faster than it can put in power, but if you were to have more generators, then I think you should be good. Also, another way you can do it is you can do it with geothermal generators, and instead of putting coal here, you could put lava buckets or lava cells. Alright, well, that is how you can set up a force field in a different way. Now, another thing I want to show you is how powerful the force field is. Now, I said that if you're outside of the force field, you can't get in. If you're inside, you can't get out unless you have the switch. Let me just decrease the radius. Okay, so I'll show you how powerful it is. I'm going to set off a nuke right over the force field, and I'll show you that it's indestructible, and I'll show you that it can't break anything. Well, I'm assuming it can't break. I haven't really tested this before. Alright, there it is, the nuke. I'm going to use wireless redstone. So this is a wireless receiver, and so wireless receiver, it'll receive the redstone pulse from a remote or from a transmitter, and it will give it out to whatever is next to it that receives redstone. Alright, and now I'm going to need a remote. Alright, and I'm gonna set this just to 1. Alright, and I'm gonna put some dirt right underneath this, and I'm gonna see if it blows it up or destroys it, because with things like reinforced stone, it blows everything around it, or in it, but it does not destroy the reinforced stone in general. Alright, you ready? It's gone off, I think. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Alright, sorry. Just needs to be 1 more down. Should just destroy this. Alright. Moment we've been waiting for. Alright, so ignited. I'm gonna experience some lag. The nuke take. Oh, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, it just exploded. Alright, it's gone. It destroyed everything outside of it, but nothing inside. Alright. So that's how you properly set up a force field, and there's some examples of how force field knocked off torch. That's example on how powerful the force field is. So if you liked the video, please drop a comment and like the video, and if you would like to see more, please subscribe. I'm Ballistic, and thank you for watching.